Hey guys, I'm Ryan and you're watching Ryan Vision. Today I got an important message for you guys. If you own a 2009 through 2014 Acura with the 3.7 liter V6, as you can see here, this is my 2011 Acura MDX with the 3.7 V6 and recently bought it, kind of a dog mobile. We got a dog recently, just want to be able to transport around, need some all-wheel drive, wanted a little bit of power, ended up being the perfect vehicle. Except, we noticed after a couple road trips, this thing is thirsty for oil. It drinks the stuff. I think in a 500-mile road trip, using the cruise control, not driving crazy or anything, just slow, or I should say low RPM highway cruising, it drank in 500 miles 3/4 of a quart. That's pretty excessive. Now the car does have over 100,000 miles on it, but that's why this message is so important. So if you're an MDX owner now, or you own another 2009 through 2014 Acura with the 3.7 V6, you're going to want to hear all of this. Also, if you're thinking about buying a car like this, don't let this scare you away. You just need to be aware of it when you're looking at the car. You want to find out if what I'm about to tell you has been done. And also, if you are thinking about selling your vehicle because of the oil consumption issue, you're going to want to know about this, okay? So basically, after buying the vehicle, got a letter from Acura. And I'm going to read it to you. It says, warranty extension, engine oil consumption exceeds client expectations. On certain 2009 through 2014 Acura vehicles equipped with a 3.7 V6 engine, the oil control rings may become clogged with carbon deposits during normal engine operation. These deposits restrict the control ring's ability to return oil from the cylinder walls to the crankcase, resulting in excessive engine oil consumption. Acura is extending the powertrain warranty coverage to cover engine issues related to excessive oil consumption from the original coverage of 6 years, 70,000 miles to 8 years, 125,000 miles. Whichever comes first. To further ensure, now this is the important part, and this is important for people like me who are not the original owner, are no longer under warranty, and have over 125,000 miles. To further ensure clients' satisfaction and confidence, any affected vehicles, from now until September 1st, 2019 will be covered regardless of time in service or mileage. So what that means is, it doesn't matter how many miles the vehicle has on it, it doesn't matter how long you've had it, if you're the original owner or not, if it's under warranty or not. If you act by September 1st, 2019, this will get taken care of if your vehicle qualifies, okay? So that's why I want to get this message out right away. So the next thing here, what should you do? And I already did this, I'm going to tell you about this. If you're experiencing any excessive engine oil consumption, contact any authorized Acura dealer for an appointment to have your vehicle inspected. Acura will do an engine oil consumption test. If the dealer determines there is excessive oil consumption, the dealer will repair your vehicle free of charge. Please plan to leave your vehicle at the dealer for at least a half day to allow them the flexibility in scheduling. Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. What's the half day for? So what you want to do first, exactly what I did, call the local Acura dealer. What they're going to want is your VIN number. In my case, it was on this notice, but you can pull it off the windshield here yourself, off your vehicle. It's probably on other paperwork that you have, your registration and whatnot. So call the service department at your local Acura dealer, give them your VIN number, and they'll be able to tell you right away, yes or no, does your vehicle fall into this category. So give them a call, run your VIN, find out if your vehicle qualifies. That's step one. Step two is go into the dealership for what's basically like a certified oil change. Okay, now when I first heard that, I was kind of like, why do I need to come pay for an oil change? It's a problem with your vehicle. It should be free, right? Well, here's the thing. You know, I already had the oil changed in this. I'm aware of how much oil it uses. They need to certify it. They need to do the oil change. They're going to drain out the oil. They're going to put a new oil filter and a new oil plug, the drain plug, and they're going to mark them so that you can't go home, open them up, and just drain oil out of the car. The whole purpose for that is they're going to send you out of there knowing, certifying on the paperwork that they did the oil change, the oil level is full, and they know the mileage that was done. So now you're going to drive the vehicle. You're going to drive it like you normally do. In my case, I'm going to start driving it every day. It's kind of a weekend vehicle for us. I'm going to drive it every day just to speed up the process. So continue to monitor the oil level, and once it gets down, they say drive it 1,000 to 3,000 miles. I know mine's really thirsty for oil, so it's probably not even going to take that long. But once it gets down to where it's like a quart low, or it's getting to the bottom of the dipstick, maybe not even registering on a dipstick, I'm taking it back regardless of the mileage. I already talked to the dealership about that. So I'll take it back in, they'll check the level, then they will certify that yes, the vehicle is consuming too much oil, it's a problem, it needs to be fixed, and that's where the repair starts. So this half a day that they mentioned here, for me, it was not half a day. I went in early, shortly after they opened. I was in there for maybe 30 to 45 minutes. So you might want to just check with the dealership, see how busy they are. But went in, got the oil change. Now be careful here, they did come back with a bunch of other recommendations, like $3,300 worth of stuff that in my opinion doesn't need to be done, but whatever. It's, like I said, it's my dogmobile. Maybe some of you want to get all that done, but you don't have to. Just keep that in mind. They may recommend some other things. They may let you know if your brakes need to be done, things like that. You don't have to do that. That's completely unrelated to this. So in my case, I just focused on the oil change, the certified oil change to start the oil consumption test. So in my case, out the door, that was $57.40. That got me a full synthetic 0W20 Acura engine oil change with a new filter, and yeah, that $57.40, 45 minutes of my time, I'm out of there. They marked the mileage here, so they know when that was done, and now it's just a matter of me monitoring it and then going back. So what it sounds like is if they determine that the vehicle is using excessive oil, they're going to take it apart and they're going to inspect everything, but it sounds like they're going to replace the pistons, the piston rings, and sounds like you'll also get a new set of spark plugs. The thought process there is maybe the plugs are a little fouled up from oil getting past, things like that. So there could be more, there could be less. It depends on you know what damage has occurred due to this problem. Hopefully it's just a matter of it's just using a lot of oil, the cylinder walls aren't scarred up or anything like that, so hopefully it's just a matter of the rings, the pistons, and the spark plugs, like I said. So we'll see. Now I also checked with my dealership, so check with yours. I don't know if it's the same everywhere. They said they will be providing me with a vehicle. I don't know if it will be an Acura loaner vehicle or a rental car, but bottom line, they're going to provide me with a vehicle while this one's in the shop getting repaired. They could not tell me how long it will take to repair, but I can tell you, just being a car guy, knowing engines and things like that, it's a pretty involved repair. A lot of work's got to be done, a lot of labor's involved, so I would expect at least a couple days for the vehicle to be there, especially depending on how many of these are going into the shop. If the service department's just flooded with these vehicles coming in for that service, it could take them a while. But they're going to take care of you, hopefully, and put you in a loaner car like they're going to do for me. So one other important thing here is some of you, and you know, I kind of started to wonder now because I bought this car from a guy that took really good care of it, handed me this huge folder with all of the documentation, everything that's ever been done to it. So it's kind of like, you know, why are you selling? And I'm starting to wonder if maybe he was selling it because he was getting tired of the oil issue. He didn't really, he told me it used a quart of oil between oil changes, which obviously it's a lot more than that, but he at least told me it had some oil consumption. Now I'm starting to wonder if he sold the car just because of this issue. And that's why I mentioned in the beginning, if you're thinking about selling yours and that's the only reason why, go get this taken care of. I mean, it's a great car. I have zero complaints other than that. It's a great performing car. It's super comfortable. It's a great highway cruiser. That's what we use it for. Very functional vehicle. So if that's the only reason you're thinking about selling, don't. Get this taken care of. Now for some of you, I'm a new MDX owner. If some of you have had your MDX or your 3.7 V6 Acura of another model for a while and you noticed this issue, it was using a lot of oil and you paid for repairs, you took it to the shop, you took it to a dealership, you spent a bunch of money trying to get it figured out, trying to get it fixed, and maybe you did get it fixed. There's another thing in my mailer here that says reimbursement, Acura Warranty Extension 65C, and it has eligibility requirements. You may be eligible for reimbursement if you meet all of the requirements. Requirement 1, you paid out of pocket to have the pistons, piston pins, and rings replaced due to excessive engine oil consumption. Number 2, repairs were made prior to the notice date. Repairs made after the notice date must be performed by an Acura dealer. Number 3, you owned the vehicle at the time of the repair. You are still eligible if you no longer own the vehicle. That's pretty cool. So even if you paid a bunch of money, got rid of the car, they still may reimburse you if you qualify, okay? Lastly, it says you must provide a paid invoice. They're not going to take your word for it. They need a invoice showing how much you paid into what shop for what, okay? It says, please complete this form. I've got a form here. I'm sure you can get it online if you didn't get this mailer. Please complete this form and attach the items listed below. Failure to include all requested information will result in delays and could even cause denial of your request. Your invoice must include the VIN number, the name and address of the repair facility, a diagnosis and itemized cost of the repair, including parts and labor, the date the work was completed, also proof of payment, copy of the canceled check, bank statement, or credit card receipt showing that you paid for the repair. Cash payments must be documented on the invoice and a cash payment receipt must be provided. Please submit copies only. These documents will not be returned. Okay, so this form, I'm sure you can get it online if you didn't get the mailer, or call Acura, talk to them, get them to send you this information. Probably after you've called the dealership with your VIN to make sure you qualify. If you didn't get the mailer, in fact, maybe the dealership can even give you this form. I'm not sure, but check on that. So that's good news for Acura owners. And I have to say, you know, a lot of people get mad when there's like a recall or a warranty extension, something like this, and they go, you know, come on, you know, Honda, come on, Acura, come on, Nissan, whoever it is. What's the problem? Well, everybody runs into problems, and for me, the big thing is, okay, yeah, there was a problem, but did you step up to the plate and make it right? At the end of the day, are you making it right for your consumers who have faith in your vehicle, whether they bought it new or used? They spent a lot of hard-earned money on your product. Are you going to back that up and make it right if something is wrong? Okay, so in this case, Acura is obviously stepping up to the plate. Hey guys, you know, sorry we missed the buck on something in the engine. We're using a little bit of oil, but you let us know and we figured it out, and we're gonna do what it takes to make things right for all of you guys. So I really like that, and I appreciate that from Acura. So like I said, I just wanted to share this with you guys since, you know, time is important on this. You got till September 1st of 2019. If you're out of warranty and you have over 125,000 miles, you got to get in there sooner than later. So call your dealer, get this process going, get the certified oil change, start running the car so you can get your results back and get the thing in and start the repair process. So the rest of you, if you fall into the 6-year, 70,000 mile original, which is now 8-year, 125,000 miles, then it looks like there's probably not as much of a rush for you, but I would still recommend getting in as soon as possible and getting this taken care of. So hopefully this helps you guys. Share it, you know, share it on Facebook, whatever, with any of your friends who have Acuras, even if you're not sure what year they have or what model they have. If you got friends with Acura, share this video because I want to get the word out. I want to make sure everybody gets it taken care of. There's just no reason not to. And, you know, I would just hate for somebody to miss this deadline and end up finding out later, like a month later, a year later, 2 years later, when they notice the oil consumption being an issue, and finding out, dang, if only I would have known, I could have got the car repaired for free, and now I'm stuck with a very, very expensive repair. My understanding is it's, you know, thousands of dollars. I've heard numbers anywhere between $3,000 and $6,000 for that repair out of pocket. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I heard doing my research before I got this mailer. So anyways, guys, hope that helps. Like I said, Share the video with your friends, get the word out, and get your 2009 through 2014 3.7 liter V6 Acura taken care of. Alright, have a good one. Thank you.